Psyduck and the loud, swimmy feeling. Psyduck is already out on the grass, bouncing on his flat orange feet. He has been ready since breakfast. Not yet, says Elsie. Psyduck bounces anyway. At the far end of the grass stands Willa with Bulbasaur beside her. Bulbasaur has a round green bulb on his back and two vines curled up neat at his sides. Elsie and Willa had matches all week. They never once finished one. Something always stopped them. A rain, a dinner, a Bulbasaur who wanted a nap. Today, they want to finish one, all the way to the end. Here is how their matches work. One of them sends a move, then the other one sends a move. The two moves meet in the middle of the air, and whoever holds their line wins the turn. Nobody goes near anybody. That is the good part. Psyduck stops bouncing. He puts one hand up on the side of his head and holds it there. Then he takes it down and bounces again. Elsie is looking down the field at Willa. She does not see him do it. "Ready?" calls Willa. "Ready," calls Elsie. Bulbasaur, Vine Whip. A green vine comes up off the grass in a long, curling loop. "Water gun," says Elsie. Psyduck tips his head forward and sends a bright rope of water straight up the middle. The two of them meet high in the air over the empty grass. The vine slides off sideways, and the water goes away over the trees. "Ours held," says Elsie. Psyduck flaps both hands. "Good one," calls Willa. She is already lining up the next one. Razor Leaf. 3 leaves come spinning down the field, flat and fast. Water Gun. The water goes out to meet them, and the leaves go up over the top of it and away. "Yours held," calls Elsie. "One each," calls Willa. "We're even." It is the best match they have had all week, and it is not finished yet. "Again," says Elsie. "Psyduck, again!" And Psyduck does not go again. Psyduck stops in the middle of the grass. He puts both hands up on the sides of his head, and he sits straight down. Sometimes the whole world goes loud and swimmy for Psyduck. The grass goes loud. The wind goes loud. Elsie's voice goes loud and far away, like it is coming up from the bottom of a pond. It comes when it comes. Psyduck never picks it. "Psyduck," says Elsie, "come on, it's our turn." Psyduck does not look up. "Psyduck, Psyduck, it's our turn, it's our turn." Psyduck stays sitting with his hands on his head, and he does not hear her at all. And that is when Elsie's own feeling arrives. It comes up the back of her neck, hot. She does not get to pick it either. It is just there, all at once. A big, mad feeling. Right in the middle of the best match of the week, with Willa watching from the other end. She is mad at the turn they are not taking. She is a little bit mad at Psyduck, and she does not like that one at all. Elsie stands very still and tries to switch it off. It does not switch off. And the loud, swimmy feeling does not switch off either. So Elsie looks for something she can pick instead. There is one thing. Elsie kneels down in the grass, so her face is the same height as Psyduck's face. She puts one hand flat on his back and keeps it still. Not patting, just there. Then she says one thing out loud all the way down the field to Willa. He needs quiet for a minute. Willa does not say, "Already?" She does not say, "But we were even." Willa puts her hand down. And Elsie is still mad. It is still there, hot behind her eyes. She wants that next turn. She wants it a lot. The mad feeling does not go anywhere just because her hand is being still. She can be mad and keep her hand still, both at the same time. After a while, Psyduck leans a little bit sideways into her hand. He makes a small sound. Not a word, just a small one. The wind comes across the grass and goes over the both of them. Down at the far end of the field, Bulbasaur has his bulb turned all the way around to the sun. One vine is lying out flat in the grass with a little leaf stuck to it. Willa is sitting down now too, with her arms around her knees. Nobody is playing. Nobody is talking. The whole field is only wind. Elsie keeps her hand still, and Psyduck keeps his hands up on the sides of his head. And the two of them stay there, in the middle of the grass. And then Psyduck opens his eyes. He looks at the grass. He looks at the sky. He takes his hands down off the sides of his head and puts them in his lap. Nobody tells him to. He does it himself when he is ready. The loud, swimmy feeling is finished with him for today. Psyduck stands up on his flat orange feet. He is ready to go again. But the light has gone long and orange over the field, and it is time to go up the hill. So the match does not get finished. Nobody wins it. It stops right in the middle, at one turn each. Willa comes down the grass, Bulbasaur walking behind her. "One each," says Willa. "That's the best one we've ever done." "We still didn't finish it," says Elsie. "I know," says Willa. "We cannot finish it again tomorrow." You cannot always pick how you feel. Psyduck does not pick the loud, swimmy feeling. Elsie does not pick the hot, mad one. But you can always pick what you do next. They go up the hill together. Elsie is still a little bit mad most of the way up. It goes small and quiet somewhere near the top, all on its own, the way those ones do. And Psyduck bounces the whole way on his flat orange feet.